Spiritual heritage in our family. There are three things I like us to consider. And number one is to prioritize parenting. Prioritize parenting. The word of God came to us here in the book of Genesis, and it is at the beginning of Abraham's life, or rather at the beginning of Abraham's calling. For I have known Abraham, and I have chosen him, so that means God chose Abraham for one particular purpose among a few. Here is that he may teach his children and his sons to keep the ways of the Lord. So the calling of Abraham included this, that Abraham is supposed to teach his children and his son so that they will walk in the ways of the Lord. Next slide, please. Parenting is a spiritual responsibility. Parenting is a strategic responsibility. Parenting is a sacred responsibility. It is more than diapers and milk powders and sending them to kindergarten. It is more than that. All of us have parents in our life, and diapers, milk powder, kindergarten, and all those things are not cheap, isn't it? Maybe Nathan and Erica can start calculating how much your parents have invested in you since birth. My first baby, very cheap, 16 ringgit, born in the government hospital, 1/6. I was a government servant at that time, JKR. 16 ringgit. My second daughter was 1,000 times more, 1,600 ringgit. That's my second baby in a private hospital. So it's not cheap. Yeah, even though parenting is not about diapers and milk powder and kindergarten, it's still not cheap. But parenting is more than that. It's more than that. But we so gladly dedicate parenting to Big Bird on Sesame Street, to Barney the purple dinosaur, and we so easily dedicate parenting to the kakak from Indonesia or from elsewhere. Do you know that? Yeah. It's such a sacred responsibility, but we simply delegate it out. Children noisy, turn on the TV, put on the video, let them watch YouTube. That is delegating a very spiritual, very sacred responsibility. In fact, God holds us accountable whether we have effectively or not in passing that baton of faith to the next generation.